So Finland a chance to defend their title. One-time shot there in tight. Hughes let it fly. And
Arby makes a real good play back across the ice, and Quinton Hughes, the defenseman, it opened up perfectly.
Lundestrom will send it up ice, and Hughes has to retreat. Nice job there by Hughes to pick it off. Up the pass to Joff, and Norris now. Norris will drop it off, collects the pass. Norris in front to Chuck, quick shot. High and over the net, bouncing puck behind the net. And Brandstrom's on it. Norris steals it, centering pass, back of the net, just like that. USA answering back, what a goal.
Listen, Quinton Hughes makes an outstanding defensive play long before this goal goes into the net. And he gets underneath Brandstrom, strips him of the puck, moves it right up the ice. And Quinton Hughes, reading the play, staying dialed into the play, jumps right in there. But it started with an exceptional defensive play by Quinton Hughes inside his own defensive zone.
Quinton Hughes dancing. Chance here in front is another sharp save by Schmid.
Nice play here by Quinton Hughes. Just can't hold on to the puck as he's maneuvering in on Schmid.
Battles along the boards with Kakaniemi. Hughes now racing back for the United States, and you love the wheels on number 6, Craig.
Oh, I love I love everything about Quinton Hughes. He's got a motor, he's got a brain, he's got the legs.
At the point, Gildon to Norris down low. Hughes waits, fires. Nice block there in front by Telvite, but Hughes gets it again. Gildon and Hughes working the blue line. Hughes hesitates, waits, he'll circle back. Minute to go in the power play as Gildon fires it. Norris now back to Hughes at the point. Hughes, little dangle. Quick shot in front. Oh, mismatch. He converts for the USA.
Watch this little subtle deception by Quinton Hughes. And he just makes a little move to open up some space here. Turns, he knows, and he's trying to find the lane. And he finds just enough of it, squeaks it through the legs of Heiskanen. Quinton Hughes knows exactly what he wants to do when he gets into that spot. His eyes up. He's got the great poise with the puck. You know, just 21 seconds, less of 70 minutes in the semifinal game between the USA and Sweden. And I think Quinton Hughes had to have played half the game. And in the last, whatever, the 10 minutes of overtime, the 20 minutes in the third period, he had to have played at least 20 minutes right there. He was fabulous. And again, I talk about, you're watching players. How do they play when the stakes get a little bit higher and the challenge is a little greater? Well, Quinton Hughes is not a shrinking violet in any way, shape, or form. He's going to the University of Michigan. He's not eligible until the 2018 draft, and he's a really, really promising young defenseman.
Here comes Hughes for the United States with speed. Here's Hughes, shot, and that'll whistle wide. Norris able to keep it in. Hughes chips it to mismatch. Hughes one-time shot. Hughes digs it out of his feet, and he's on the move. Has Gildon with him. Hughes waiting. Gildon, they play pass. One-time shot there, back of the net. Lovely passing play, power play goal, and it's 2-1 USA. Slaggert there as well. Backhand pass in front, big shot blocked as the United States continues to press. United States, they've got the jump, they've got the legs. Craig, they've looked really impressive so far. That was Hughes with a chance. Hughes goes down low. Barrett goes towards the front of the net, pass in front, and that just misses the mark. Sweden will change up.
Just leave it in this guy's hands. He's a one-man zone entry machine.
And here he comes, Hughes. Spinning pass, mismatch across, shot doesn't get through as Norris let it fly. So Norris wins the draw cleanly. Hughes, pass in front, they bang away, and Hughes has to race back. Zetterlund's on him as Hughes tries to race away.
What edge work by Hughes.
Hughes waits, spin around the try. Hughes still on it. Hughes was trying to go coast to coast. Here's that edge work you talked about.
He's got excellent balance. The ability to come off a check with quickness.
St. Cyr will settle the puck down as Sweden goes for a change. Hughes has to circle back, and Zetterlund all over him until he loses an edge. Wallstrom.
Play on your toes, not on your heels. The Swedes come out exactly like that.
Long pass up to Norris, who accepts it at the blue line. Norris fires on net. Rebound in front. Tkachuk was there. And much like the game we saw them play in Spiska Nova Ves, the Americans nearly striking in the opening minute.
I knew exactly where Brady Tkachuk was taking that puck, right to the cage.
Nice job by Hughes, spinning, falling. Tkachuk fires. Amon can't glove that down.
You and I were talking the other day about just how much the smallish defenseman has become on vogue in the NHL nowadays.
Totally, and we'll actually get into a player later in this podcast who fits that description, but we were sort of joking, it's the Ryan Ellis era where it's okay if you're only 5'10", 5'11". If you can move the puck and you have an active stick on the defensive end, then there's a place for you in the NHL, and a pretty valuable one right now.
As Hughes will settle it down, he'll drop it off. Norris also plays on that top line with Tkachuk and Pastajov. He'll dish it off. One-time shot, and that'll just miss the mark from the circle. Norris able to hold it in. Farabee passes it back. That shot whistles high and will go into the netting for a whistle. Quinton Hughes now with some speed. He'll bring it in. Hughes will check up at the blue line and get things set up. Back to Hughes. One-time shot. Puck in front. Paling. Patient. They continue to work it. Hughes again. Big shot. Again tipped and just through the blue paint. Hughes has got it again. Paling. They play pass. Norris now. Paling fires. Save. Rebound in front. Norris waits. Hughes now. Shot. Tipped.
Ryan, tell us about Hughes.
He was fantastic at this game. It just sort of continues the trend that he established at the World Junior Summer Showcase in Plymouth, Michigan. He was one of the youngest guys left on Team USA. Might have been the youngest, actually.
Hughes now waits, fires, glove stop in tight, rebound.
Evan Barrett sees it. Schmidt might be a little bit off his post, and again he throws it right into his feet.
This is, as I was saying before, the modern prototypical puck-moving defenseman. Quinn Hughes, he's only about 5'9", but man, he controls the play so much. It really is fun to see. When he holds onto the puck and skates around the zone, you just can't get it off the kid. He's so fluid. The comparison that's often made is Chris Letang when it comes to his style. And he's actually going to be a University of Michigan freshman this fall.
Here's Hughes now, backhand pass in front.
And it'll be fun to see what he can do because the Wolverines, Zach Werenski obviously was huge for them, but once he left early, they really had a big deficit on the back end. And a game breaker like Hughes has been missing since Werenski left.
Hughes dangling. Back to Gildon. The fans are getting into it. Hughes winds up. That hits the glass behind Amon. Gildon again waits. That shot flutters and goes into the corner.
Him and Quinn Hughes might not be the tallest of defensemen, but they got great leverage. They're really quick and they're really smart, and they get leverage on you, so they can defend so well underneath opponents' bodies and sticks and arms.
Hughes, there's that speed. Hughes now over the blue line. Hughes off a stick and into the glass and into the corner. Hughes again out in front, tries to go to the forehand.
That's a key. A lot of tall players can't even come close to doing that.
Hughes, quick shot, and that's gloved down. Hughes back for the United States. A little nifty move as he plays the give and go to bring it out of the zone. Goes back to Hughes, but he has to tag up. Long pass up ahead for Tkachuk.
Big time family ties with him as well.
Certainly. Jim Hughes is Quinn's father. Jim has been an assistant coach of the Boston Bruins. He was director of player development with the Toronto Maple Leafs for a few years. And he himself actually was an NCAA player with Providence College back in the day. Obviously Quinn grew up around rinks, grew up around the game, talking to his dad. And it's actually funny, Quinn was born in Orlando, raised in a couple of different places. I actually saw him play minor midget with the Toronto Marlboros on a team that actually went all the way. Matthew Strome was on that squad, Ryan McLeod. Pretty funny how these kids all sort of come up in clusters like that.
Back up to the point for Hughes. Hughes circles back to the blue line. He'll dish it off. There's Doogie. Shot in front. A lot of traffic in front, but Luukkonen saw it, made the stop.
But another Toronto Marlboro of late is Jack Hughes, who is Quinton's younger brother. Jack Hughes is a forward, and again, not a big kid, but very electrifying. So there's a lot of skill in those two kids.